everyone. In this session, we are going to talk about the verbs, and these verbs are related to the four cases that as of now you must have heard about it: nominative, accusative, dative, and genitive. But in this lesson only, we'll be learning about the nominative and accusative case, what exactly these cases are, their personal pronouns, and the verb list. Starting from that, how we can relate it with the case of these cases of German in English. When we talk about the nominative case, this is the case of noun. In this, we just talk about the nouns: accusative, direct object; dative, indirect object, or if I specify, these are the person. And then comes the genitive case. These cases, you can just take a look in this, that these are related to the English and how it gives the meaning and all. We will start with the very first case, which is nominative. The nominative case is first on our list because it's typically first in the sentence, and it's the case you will probably get the most practice in. Now, what exactly this means, that nominative also talk about the subjects, means I, you, he, she, it. These are the subjects and the personal pronouns of the nominative case. So obviously when you're starting a sentence, you cannot start it without any subject. Every sentence need one subject. Like I said, the nominative case is used with the subjects only. Just for an example, it is given: Frau Schmidt fliegt nach Rom, means Mrs. Schmidt is flying to Rome. Now, if you see, Frau Schmidt here is the subject, the one flying to Rome, and is therefore in the nominative case. So that means this is the most used case in German and the most practiced case in German. Again, another example: spielt mit dem Hund. He is playing with the dog. So he here is the subject, playing is the verb, and with the dog becomes the object here. Okay. One thing also, remember that the verb always takes second position in the sentence. There are few verbs given here, like sein, which means to be. This is the nominative verb. First of all, let me just tell you that nominative, as I said, it's noun. So means all the verbs which need one noun in the sentence. Means a place name, person name, company name, or apart from that, any adjective. That verb is specified as a nominative verb. Now, if we talk about the verb sein, sein means is, am, and are of English. Now, if I am saying I am Maria, so that will be Ich bin Maria. Bin is the part of sein conjugation. Means when the verb changes, your verb conjugation also changes. Means as per the subject, your verb conjugation change. So with the sein verb, with ish, we always use bin, which means am. I am. So because we are taking a person name with it, that becomes your nominative verb. So sein is a nominative verb. Bleiben, to stay or remain, means to stay somewhere. Again, you are staying any place or any with any person. So place or a person, that is obviously a nominative part. Let's see an example. Ich bin ein guter Koch. I am a good cook. So that is your nominative sentence. Er bleibt ein Lehrer. He is remaining a teacher, means he is staying with a teacher. So again, this is a nominative. Mein Sohn wird ein Pilot. So my son is becoming a pilot. So all these are the parts of nominative. Till then, we are not using any objects. Your verb will remain as nominative verb. Here comes the accusative case. Accusative case is used with a direct object. As I said, it is always with the object, and all those verbs which need one object becomes your accusative verb. We have a long list of accusative verbs because most of the sentences are made with an object only. Here are the details given which I already informed before, so you can just take a look in this. We will directly move towards the accusative verbs. Here we have every verb is given with one example. So I am just explaining few of the verbs, rest you can look into your own. So the first one, abschließen, that means to lock. Ich schließe die Tür ab. I am locking the door. Anhalten, to stop. Ich halte das Auto an. I am stopping the car. Anrufen, to call. Meine Freundin ruft mich an. My friends calling me. Beraten to advise. Ich berate einen Kunden. I advised a customer. Anschauen to look at or watch. Ich schaue mir einen Film an. I am watching a movie. Aufmachen to stop or to open, sorry. Ich öffne die Tür. I am opening the door. Backen to bake. Ich backe einen Kuchen. I am baking a cake. Bekommen to receive. Ich bekomme einen Kuss. I get a kiss. I received a kiss. So that is these are your some of the verbs which is given in accusative. Same way in B and like its alphabetic form, the verbs are given, and these are some of the useful verbs. So you can just take a look in all these sentences. You have haben given, heiraten, Holland, hören, kennen, legen. Every verb is given with a meaning. So these are the verbs which you should go through and must learn. So better is start making the sentences with this. You have mögen to like, nehmen to take, sehen to see, sprechen to speak, like ich spreche kein Deutsch. I cannot speak or I speak no German. Suchen to search, trinken to drink, then you have Yofnen to open, verstehen to understand. So these all are the verbs given to you. And these verbs are very important. So I'll just suggest to go through with all these verbs, learn these, and frame the sentences. Till then, we'll see in the next session with a new topic. See you.